Today, I wanted to show you one of the most powerful ways to scale your SEO agency based on what's working for me, and that is building out these Skool communities. So I actually got two, one for SEO agencies and one for agencies in general. But this is actually a really powerful way to get more leads to your SEO agency so that you can close more clients, to give them value, nurture a relationship, etc. And it's a pretty underrated method that I've not seen many SEO agencies talk about. It can be a really powerful way to set up new funnels. Now, what do I mean by this? Let's say you want to make money for your SEO agency, right? Down here. Now, if more people know about your offer, more people are likely to buy from it. So, how do you get more people to know about your offer? Look at that beautiful drawing. So, you want to put them into a funnel, right? So, these are all the leads that you could potentially close to get into a funnel. Now, the framework that I would recommend is number one, you get their attention. Number two, you're going to set up a community. And number three, eventually, you'll close some of them into sales. Now, the best way to take someone doesn't really know about you down to making money for your SEO agency is to build a relationship with them. Now, how can you do that? I would say the gap between here and here is Skool communities, right? And let me explain why. When you set up a Skool community like this one, for example, and you're teaching people how to do things, you're having weekly mastermind calls, you've even got leaderboard, building that community, and you're funneling people into buying from you. This is a great way to nurture your agency's leads into clients, right? So, for example, if you've got a Skool mastermind like this, then people can ask questions inside the community section. For example, we've got 182 paid members right there. And then each time they ask questions, your community is going to join in, and that connects everyone together. But also, you can join in and answer questions as well, which gives them advice. If you give them more value, they're more likely to trust you based on what you're actually selling. And I think most SEO agencies get this wrong because they try and sell without giving any value. Whereas if you can give value first and then ascend those clients into buying something from you, well, they're more likely to trust you, right? Because you've helped them in the past. Kind of like my YouTube channel where we try and give value every single day, help people. And then along the way, because we've helped them, they're more likely to buy from us versus someone else who doesn't help, right? Makes sense. So the goal is value first, convert later. Now, additionally, this is going to build relationships and nurture your clients. It's an extra value add to your actual SEO agency service because you can connect people, you can give them more value than just your average services. And even if you've got a team, this helps your clients connect with you personally. Additionally, increases your revenue because you can charge for these communities and it connects your whole audience together, right? So all your clients who buy from you or all the people that are purchasing your mastermind are going to connect with you and it adds value to your existing clients plus differentiates you from everyone else out there, right? So for example, if you're a content agency, most content agencies, all they do is literally offer content, right? They don't offer any extra value adds. If you give them a mastermind as well, if you give your clients a paying mastermind for free for being a live client, then all of a sudden you've added way more value than your existing service. Plus, you get the email list and the community access. You can add calls. And inside Skool as well, what you'll see is that you can add a community right here so people can ask questions. I'm not going to scroll down because I want to keep everyone who's inside there anonymous. But then you've also got a classroom right here. So, for example, I've got the SEO Mastermind. I've got some tips on how to manually quality control AI SEO, SEO systems, etc. So people get access to the community, the classroom, and then they also get the calendar, right? And the reason that I'm showing you this is so that you can understand how to set up Mastermind so that you can help your clients, but also send potential leads into clients. Now, you could give this away for free to your audience, or you could actually sell it as a service. Maybe you say, right, it's $300 a month to join up to the mastermind, but it's $1,000 a month if you're an agency client and you get free access to the mastermind anyway. And that way it's an extra value add. Now, the way that I see this is it's all part of the funnel, right? So you've got the money spent over here and you've got time over here, right? And so if you look at the journey, you want to ascend clients to spending more and more as they trust you more and more and as you give more value, right? So you're giving a lot more value over here, a lot less over here. So over here, you might just give away like a free ebook or a free video course to potential clients. And that's completely free. They can just opt in, check it out. And it requires you to just sit down for an hour, create it, and then that's done. Then you might have some info products like some paid courses. Maybe they cost like $7 or $50, that sort of thing. And it's helpful, but it's still like they've got to do it themselves. Then you have the mastermind, which is a bit more expensive, right? And you're always trying to ascend clients towards spending more with you as you give more value, right? So the more people you help, the more money you make, especially if you help them more. And so over time, so you might have this free ebook over here, then you've got a $7 tripwire, then a $50 info product course, then you've got the mastermind over here, which might be like $300 a month, which we're talking about today, which is the Skool community. And then finally, you have the agency service where clients are paying you each month to do the work for them, handle the whole service. The key here is with Skool, it's much easier to ascend clients from Skool to become an agency client versus ascending them from like a free course to become an agency client, right? The gap from here to here is much bigger versus the gap from here to here, which means that if you have all these mini steps between your free stuff and your paid stuff, then clients are more likely to ascend, which makes you more money in the long run, and you can help more people along the way. That's the other thing I would say here, right? In terms of value, the value increases as clients spend more over time. And so this is the way you want to think about it. The other thing that I would say about Skool is it's much better than a community on Facebook, right? So if you look at a Facebook community, number one, as far as I'm aware, you actually can't charge people without breaking the guidelines on Facebook. So you can't charge people for a Facebook group, but you can charge them for a Skool community. Additionally, inside a Facebook group like this one that I've got, feel free to join it. Everything is algorithmic, right? So if you say post a external link to a YouTube video, that's going to get pushed down the algorithm. Whereas if something gets more engagement, for example, like this post with a comment and it's new, then it's going to get pushed up the algorithm. And that means that if you link to a useful resource, actually people miss it. And that's the problem. Whereas Skool is much better because everything just gets pushed forward in a logical order and people can sort and filter and that sort of thing. It's just much easier to see everything else, even if it didn't get a lot of engagement. And then additionally, inside a Facebook group or any other sort of community online, typically what you're going to see is that you can't really add like weekly scheduled calls or a classroom or that sort of thing. Whereas inside Skool, you get the community, classroom, calendar, members, leaderboard, etc. Everything you need there. And people can actually subscribe directly inside Skool. So you don't need to handle any of the payments or anything like that. So it's a really powerful platform that I think a lot of SEO agencies haven't cottoned onto yet. Maybe because they don't understand it or they don't know how to set it up. And that's why I'm creating a free video on exactly how to do it. The cool thing is as well, you might just start with one video course and then build it out from there, right? So for example, we started out with just the SEO mastermind when I first launched it. Then we added the AI SEO strategies, the SEO systems, manual quality control workflows, YouTube SEO, SEO link building, etc. We can add it all inside there along with the weekly course. Now, how do you set this up? The first step is to create the offer, right? So you want to figure out exactly what your audience wants and then how you can help them do that, right? So for our audience, they actually don't really care about SEO. They don't really care about that. Our audience doesn't necessarily care about ranking on Google or anything like that. What they care about is making money. That's the goal. And so when I created this offer, it's all about making sure that people understand they can make more money with SEO. They get the SEO roadmap, private case studies, etc. Pretty much everything they need to grow their business. And there's even a risk-free guarantee. So you really want to put together an offer that's risk-free, focus on what your audience wants, and just give massive value, right? So for us, for example, we give them the SEO roadmap, private case studies, weekly action plans, Q&A sessions. They can DM me anytime they want directly inside Skool, which is a nice feature as well. So they can send me a message right there and pretty much everything they need to know. Then once you've set this community up, and I'll include a link below if you want to sign up for that, which is an affiliate link, but just helps me create more free content for you. But from there, what you also want to do is post a lot more content to drive traffic. So for example, we get a lot of traffic from Twitter each day, and we just post like useful tweets that people are going to find helpful, relevant to SEO. And then if people like our stuff, they'll go into our funnels and they get more free stuff, right? And so with content, you're basically putting more traffic into this funnel, which is going to make you more money over time. Same on YouTube, right? If you give useful tips on how to do SEO each day, then you're going to help your clients. If your clients are helped, then they're going to trust you more and check out your other free stuff or paid stuff. And then additionally, this is something that I noticed from a lot of YouTubers, is that you don't even need to create content before you launch or when you launch. You can actually just do that on the weekly calls, right? So you can say, right, week 1, I'm going to teach this. Week 2, I'm going to teach that. Week 3, I'm going to teach. And just each week on the call, you teach something new that's going to help people. And that helps fill out your classroom content. Now, you might edit that content before you post the videos, but that's basically the whole process. So just to recap, you create the offer, risk-free, focus on what your audience wants, give massive value, set it up on Skool. Then you would post content to drive traffic to your Skool community, and finally create content on the course that you can post inside the community like this, for example. And that's basically how it goes step by step. So thanks so much for watching. If you do want to get your next 5 to 10 clients, feel free to check the link out to my mastermind in the comments and description. And if you want to white label SEO, feel free to book in an SEO strategy session and we'll basically build out an SEO domination plan. We'll answer any questions you have. You'll discover how to quickly outrank your competitors using SEO white label for your clients so that you can save time, grow your agency, and scale faster. So thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it as always. Bye bye.